Last week, we explored the T-Rex and its transformation from a standard wheeled personnel carrier into a high-tech war machine. But the T-Rex isn't the only ace Singapore has up its sleeve. Long before the first T-Rex rolled off the line, Singapore was already pioneering track vehicles to meet the growing needs of its army. Today, we are going back to the roots of Singapore's armored might, the Bionix. We are gonna trace its journey from Southeast Asia's first indigenous IFV to its evolution into the Hunter, the world's first fully digitized fighting vehicle. The Bionix is a family of track armored fighting vehicles born from necessity. In the mid-80s, as the Singapore Army grew, there was an urgent need to bolster the existing M113 APCs. This led Singapore's MINDEF to search for a new, modern platform that could operate in tandem with the AMX-13 SM-1 light tanks, providing the mechanized infantry to keep pace with the front line. A comprehensive market survey evaluated heavyweights like the Warrior, Bradley, and Marder. But it was concluded that none of the off-the-shelf vehicles met Singapore's needs. So, what did Singapore do? They decided to build their own. They deemed local development was necessary, not only because of a lack of options, but also as an opportunity to build the local defense industry from the ground up. Several key considerations were put into the design process to meet the Army's specific operational requirements, including high mobility and agility, low weight, amphibious capability, and adequate protection and firepower. These were important design aspects, as small size is a great asset when it comes to traveling over roads and bridges not designed for heavy vehicles. Although the development began in '88, it took several years before leaving the prototyping phase in '95. By '97, the platform was officially commissioned, backed by a massive 2.5 billion Singapore dollar contract with ST Automotive, now ST Engineering, to deliver hundreds of Bionix to the Singapore Armed Forces. There are two basic versions of the Bionix when it was introduced. As the first production model, the Bionix 25 gave the Singapore Army a significant jump in lethality over the M113. Its two-man turret is armed with a 25mm Bushmaster and a 7.62mm machine gun. Paired with thermal imaging sights, the Bionix 25 is effective to engage targets both day and night, cutting through smoke and darkness with ease. It has a crew of 3 and can carry 7 fully equipped infantrymen. Next is Bionix 4050. Often categorized as an APC variant, it swaps the heavy cannon turret for a smaller cupola mounted with a 40mm AGL or a 50 cal machine gun and a 7.62 machine gun. By ditching the large turret, it frees up internal volume, allowing it to carry up to 9 infantrymen while operated by just 2 crew. Then, at the turn of the century, the Bionix evolved into a digital predator, the Bionix 2. Outfitted with a bigger 30mm Bushmaster 2 cannon, its armor penetration is up by 50%, while a new armor package offered 50% greater protection against both kinetic and shape charge threats. But the real revolution was inside the vehicle. It is equipped with a BMS 3 years before the T-Rex even hit the road, as an improved thermal camera for enhanced target tracking, an integrated laser rangefinder, and improved underbelly protection. In total, there are approximately 300 Bionix 25, 300 Bionix 4050, and 200 Bionix 2 being produced along with their variants. Although most of the Bionix 2 were mostly upgraded from the existing 25mm variants. The Bionix story didn't just stay in Singapore. It nearly won the American market. In 2000, Singapore made a bold bid for the US Army's Interim Brigade Combat Team contract, offering a variant based on the Bionix design. To meet the requirement, the turret was stripped away and replaced with a US-made RCWS for a machine gun or a grenade launcher. This weight-saving measure dropped the platform weight to 17 tons, making it fully air transportable using the C-130. Unfortunately, it lost the competition to the Striker. If the Bionix was the pioneer of Singapore's indigenous armored capabilities, the Hunter AFV is its lethal digital evolution. Introduced in 2019 as the total replacement for the aging M113 APCs, the Hunter is a milestone in military engineering. often called the world's first fully digital armored vehicle, it integrates advanced sensors and network systems to maximize operational efficiency. Development of the Hunter began almost immediately after the Bionix 2 entered service. It also underwent a decade-long development before the production contract was signed in 2017. By 2019, the Hunter was officially commissioned into the Singapore Army, with the 42nd Battalion Singapore Armored Regiment taking the lead as its first operators, the very same battalion that pioneered the Bionix decades earlier. What sets the Hunter apart isn't just its armor or guns, but its internal architecture. The Hunter commander and gunner sit side by side in an integrated combat cockpit. They use a common set of multifunction displays, allowing them to share tasks seamlessly. It also has drive-by-wire capability, which allows the vehicle commander to take over driving functions without switching positions in case the driver is knocked out. It has 360-degree situational awareness thanks to an all-around external camera, enabling close-hatch operation, reducing exposure to sniper fire or shrapnel. But what stands out most is its Army Tactical Engagement and Information System, or Artemis. With this homegrown command and control system, the Hunter is capable of digitalized mission planning from the platoon to the battalion level, enabling more efficient wireless information exchange between various military formations and vehicles. More than just a standard BMS, which often operates as standalone software, Artemis serves as the vehicle's brain, deeply integrated into the Hunter's sensors, weapons, and power system. With Artemis, the crew can quickly identify and share target information with friendly units. It also incorporates a health and utilization monitoring system that constantly tracks the vehicle's engine and mechanical status, utilizing data analytics for predictive maintenance. I assume it's like when we are playing shooting games and you can see your vehicle's health bar on the screen, but it's incorporated into a real-life military vehicle. Very cool in my opinion. While the Bionix was primarily defined by its IFV and APC configuration, the Hunter was introduced with only one main variant. This primary model features a Samson turret armed with a 30mm Bushmaster 2 cannon, a 7.62mm coaxial machine gun, and 2 Spike ATGMs. Beyond this combat variant, the Hunter family includes specialized command, recovery, engineering, and bridge laying variant. And much like the Bionix, the Hunter was also competing in the US. In cooperation with SAIC and Cockerill, a light tank variant of the Hunter was offered for the US Army's Mobile Protected Firepower program in 2018. This version featured the Cockerill 3000 turret with a 105mm gun, a setup similar to Indonesia's own Harimau tank. As we all know, the M10 Booker took the win before the program was cancelled last year. But as a result, it's opened a path for Hunter's light tank variant if Singapore needs one. I've always seen the Bionix as a mini Bradley, and I think the comparison is technically grounded. Both vehicles were designed to serve as the backbone of mechanized infantry, using the 25mm Bushmaster cannon to provide suppressive fire and anti-armor capability. While the Bradley was built for the plains of Europe and the Middle East, the Bionix was built for the tropical theater, downsized and optimized for the specific constraints of Southeast Asian geography. And the Hunter is a total departure from the Mini Bradley label. It's larger, packs a heavier punch than the Bionix, and treads its analog roots for a fully digitized future, setting a new benchmark for the next generation of armored warfare. The Bionix story also proved that everyone can develop their own equipment from nothing. While it may take years for a prototype to roll off the assembly line, a clear vision and unwavering stakeholder commitment make it entirely achievable. Singapore has proven this time and again, and there is no reason its neighbors cannot follow the same path of self-reliance. What do you think of the Bionix and its evolution, the Hunter? Do you think there are more digitized AFVs than the Hunter right now? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you in the next one.